Hello everyone! Can you believe it's the last day of August? I mean, come on. What's going on with this year? Let me tell you, I'm ready for 2020 to be over. Like so many of you, right? So anyways, it is Tuesday, it's 12:30, which means that you and I have an appointment. And today's topic is going to be fun. Today we're going to be talking about some beliefs. Okay? You know who you are out there. They think that just because they feel a little bit entitled that they can get all these things when they make an offer on a house. Well, I'm here to enlighten you, because when you hire me to tell you the truth. You don't hire me to tell you what you want to hear. So it's going to be kind of fun. So I can't believe we're already on episode 24. That's right, episode 24 of Discuss It with Drake. And so, yeah, let's get started. As a reminder, sign up on my YouTube channel, Drake's Real Estate TV, and that way you don't miss anything. Okay, so again, outrageous buyer beliefs. Let's get through them. So, when buyers first walk through the door of an open house, I miss the open house days, okay? They're bringing with them a lot of false truths, and it's my job to open their eyes and get them to reality. So, after all this time and all the media attention that the real estate market gets, can you believe that some buyers still think that you need to put 20% down to buy a home? Well, you know, or that it's cheaper to rent than buy? Okay, that can happen at times, but those are usually isolated incidents. But for the most part, talk with me, it's actually not. So, or how about that the buyer's only expense is the actual down payment? Well, or that it's always a buyer's market. Okay, a lot of these things just aren't true and are completely unrealistic. So what I'm going to do is, you know, I've been trying to think of how long it's been since we've actually been in a buyer's market. It's been a long time. So they do exist, and it's usually cyclical, but we're kind of off cycle right now. So anyways, here's some things to talk about that are actually truth. Okay, so one false statement: we'll get a better deal if we use the listing agent. Oh my God, this is so false. Okay, so just let me tell you right now, I just had this conversation yesterday with someone, and I couldn't get him to understand why you wouldn't want to do this. But so of course, while all of us realtors, you know, must adhere to the standards of practice requiring fair and honest dealing with all parties in a transaction, I'm here to alert you that the fact that the listing agents, by definition, represent the seller and do not have the buyer's best interest at heart. Okay, so the only person that benefits here is the listing agent. Don't do it. Okay, another belief: we can find the perfect house if we look long enough. Well, it doesn't matter how long you look. There's no such thing as a perfect house. At least I haven't found it in my 20 years. Okay, everyone has to compromise on something, unless you have one of those proverbial, you know, money trees. So do you? Because if you do, then you and I need to talk. The home that you want is probably the same one that 100 other people want and are also waiting for, right? And they are all writing offers and positioning themselves to land that perfect house. Other people, well, what was I going to say? A lot of them have looked at dozen homes, you know, and they meet most of the criteria, maybe except for the color of the living room. Okay, well, the successful buyer is just going to think, well, you know what, I can just paint that. So perfect houses, they don't exist. Here's another one. The home values posted online are probably more accurate than what my local agent thinks. Okay, yeah, I think they're talking about Zillow and Zestimates. Okay, oh yeah. So please fill us in on what that Zestimate is on any property, because I happen to look at the MLS over and over and over again, and I can tell you right now, that's fake news. Okay. Another one is it's smart to offer way under the asking price for what the house is of what you really want. I think I need a drink or something. Anyways, here's actually what happened to one buyer. Let's call him Bob. Okay, he submitted a lowball offer 2 days after a house that was priced very well on the market, and the seller refused to even consider the offer. In fact, he instructed them to inform the buyer's agent. It's just rejected. No response whatsoever. and directed that agent not to submit any further offers from that buyer, okay? Because insulting the seller gets you nowhere. So of course, that property went into contract with a different buyer a few days later and actually closed slightly over the list price, okay? So the fun fact is, Bob thought that a heartfelt letter describing how much he wanted the property would get the seller on his side. Well, it didn't. So basically, don't be a Bob, okay? Sorry to all the Bobs out there. You know, you really should be making offers only when they're supported by comps, okay? That's why you need someone like me to help you with it, okay? And also just be familiar with the concept that, you know what, money does talk. Okay, another one. Sellers have to fix anything that's wrong with the property or compensate the buyers for repairs. Well, seriously, buyers actually believe this. So take note. They better not still believe this when it comes time to write an offer. The best short advice is to basically stick to safety and health concerns, okay? If we have to offer a full price to get the house, we can always negotiate the price down when the inspection report comes in, okay? Well, I'm just gonna say, see the message above, because sellers hate buyers with this kind of attitude so much, I can't even tell you. Okay, so trust me, there's no quicker way to get a seller to stop negotiating with you if you try this, especially when there are multiple offers in backup position waiting for you to trip up, okay? And they're there, trust me. I've been in that other position before. Another thing, we can worry about getting a loan once we found the perfect property, okay? OMG. Surely as your agent, I've already corrected you on this misinformation even before we go look at house number one. People, there's a pandemic going on. How would you imagine how do you think you're even gonna get in the door if you don't have sometimes between 1 and 3 supporting docs to even get in? You gotta sign the waiver, the COVID waiver. Sometimes you your actual pre-approval to get in, and sometimes you also need proof of funds. Okay, so it's gonna change from house to house, so we'll have to check that out. Another false claim is all lenders are basically the same. Well, guess what? They aren't. I pride myself in having some of the best lenders with the highest level of integrity and customer service out there. Whom you work with matters. So I'm going to give a shout out to Alex Skur, Keith Murphy. You guys have been my number 1 and 2 guys for a very, very, very long time, and thank you very much. Appreciate that. And this one always cracks me up. Rates are so terrific right now that we're actually going to close on a car before the house closes. Oh my God. Okay. People think that this is funny when this happens, but it's not. And sometimes they just don't understand. Here's a story. Some clients, not of mine, but I've heard this. Their debt to income ratio was very, very close. They were just skirting in to get the house. Okay. Well, I can't remember if it was Lowe's, might have been Lowe's. They were having a sale on appliances that was just too good to be true. So they decided to save money and they bought appliances for the entire house. So fridge, dishwasher, washer and dryer, new stove, everything. Well, because their ratios were so tight and then they charged, I think it's about $4,000, guess what? It kicked them out and we actually had to back out. Because it was going to take too long to correct it and they didn't have enough money to make up the difference. So please don't make that mistake. Okay, talk to me, talk to your lender. It's really important. Don't buy anything when you're in escrow. Trust me. But you know, that's really all I have for you today. I hope you found it helpful. And as always, I try to come from contribution. If you'd like a copy of the information today, just let me know and I'll get that to you. And also, if there's a topic that you would like me to discuss, just let me know and I will make sure that I get that on the calendar. So please don't keep me secret. I really appreciate you guys watching and all the support that I get. It's really, really nice. Don't forget to live, laugh, and love. And until the next week matters, until the next move matters, contact Drake for Homes for all your real estate needs. All right? See you guys later. Bye now.